Good afternoon, everybody. It's Nerdicane again. Dark Knight's Metal number 2 just came out, and I'm going to do a quick review on it. Let's see. I got the Swamp Thing cover because Len Wein, a great creative, gonna miss him, and I really like this cover better. So we'll dive into it. I'm trying to keep these vids about 10 minutes. So you dive in. Everybody is searching for Batman. And there are multiple Batmen being chased. And this is really, from Dark Knight's Metal 1, the ending of that to the beginning of this is very disjointed. So much so that I had to go back and pull number 1 out and read it again. Like, number 1 ends with, I guess, this guy from the Sunwell. He teleported in from World of Warcraft to tell Batman some stuff. It ends there, and then it picks up on the chase. And there's a bunch of Batmen. I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust the writers because they're pros and they're great at what they do. But this sort of disjointed storytelling, even the beginning of number 1, starts you off in the gladiator fight, this heavy metal gladiator fight. And I didn't really understand it, but I was like, okay, you know what? I've climbed onto this roller coaster. I'm not going to question it. Let's go. But it's kind of off-putting for me because I'm not the biggest DC head in the world. I just dabble in the DC universe because my anchor is Marvel. Well, while Marvel is giving me so little to respect and go on right now, guess what? My money starts going over to DC. So, that aside, just keep my philosophy of just strap yourself in, go with it, don't worry about it because I think it's all going to make sense at the end, even for somebody who's a filthy casual in the DC universe like me. So here you see the Justice League one by one taking out. They're trying to get this package from Batman, and there's something in it, and they're taking out these Batmen one by one. And true to form, Batman's holding his own in each situation. Turns out that it wasn't Batman, it was his family, his sidekicks, posing as him to kind of distract the Justice League. And in true Batman form, this is good Batmaning. Like I said in another video, that a lot of times it seems like Batman suffers from being a Mary Sue. He's 7 steps ahead of everybody. This was actually a fun instance of that. He gives all of his family members a bag, and they're running around the forest, and the Justice League is chasing him, and in the bag is an exfoliant. And they're running around with it kills plants. They're running around with something that kills plants in the forest, in a jungle. And unwittingly, they're spreading and destroying plants, and they wind up waking up Swamp Thing, who I love. I did a review earlier this week on Batman 23, which was a crossover between Batman and Swamp Thing. And it did everything that you're supposed to want to do with a crossover. It took the big character, pulling in the smaller, lesser-known character to sort of boost him. In wrestling terms, this would be like putting him over. This made me... That issue made me really love Swamp Thing, made me want to know more about Swamp Thing, makes me hope that they do a Swamp Thing series. Hopefully in the future we'll get a Swamp Thing series because he's a really interesting character, and the issue of Batman Swamp Thing I read was a lot of fun. So you start to figure out what's going on in this issue. Apparently, over the years, somebody has been plotting by hitting Batman with all these sort of rare metals. And I guess he's going to be, if he gets hit with the last one, he becomes a catalyst and opens a doorway. He goes somewhere and then someone comes here. But it's not an even trade, apparently. Apparently, the person coming here gets to bring a bunch of stuff with him, but in this thing, Batman goes away. This scene is actually a pretty cool collaboration. Superman thought he had cornered the Batman, had finally caught the Batman, and he goes through all the exposition of the story, and he's telling him real information. But in the end, Superman kind of figures it out. Superman's very intelligent, but he's a little slower than Batman. He's a lot slower than Batman, and he punches a hole in him. Surprise, surprise! It was Clayface. I don't know why Clayface would help Batman out. I'm not sure what's going on there, but God, that is fun writing. That was a fun little plot device. I'm glad he did it. Had some fun with that. This is a great book, as usual. It's DC doing so far it's been a really interesting event. Much better than any Marvel event has been in years. And go get it, pick it up. It's fun. It's a fun read. Cut to the Legion of Doom. I'm not real sure who all these people are. Talk. I guess that might be maybe Vandal Savage. You talk about Goofy, if that is him, you talk about Goofy origin stories. Apparently he's a caveman who touched a green meteorite that made him super smart and immortal. Just stuff like that. Goofy stuff like that kind of put me off the DC universe for years, and it took Marvel basically imploding themselves to make me start looking at the DC universe seriously again. Cut to Batman. He's in the tomb of Prince Khufu, and he's looking for Hawkman's mace. I'm not sure where Hawkman is in all this. He might be dead. He's probably dead. Like I said, I'm catching up on the DC universe and what's going on. There's the Blood Elf from World of Warcraft, giving him some vague clues. And then he pulls out, baby Darkseid. I don't know where they got a baby Darkseid, but once again, I'm on this roller coaster. Let's just go. He's kind of cute for a stone-looking baby. But you know what? I'll just go with it. I guess he's still dangerous. I guess he's still got the Omni Beam. Yeah, I'm not going to question it too much. They start talking, and they get a little more exposition about what the heck is going on. They finally caught up to the real Batman, and he's in the tomb of Khufu. And as they're talking, as they're explaining to each other over the radio, it's coming through that Batman has been tricked. And in recent years, the only people he's in the wrong tomb. I guess this tomb is the tomb of Hathset, which is dangerous. I'm not sure how, but okay, I'll go with it. Whatever's going on in here neutralizes Superman and Wonder Woman, and these really weird-looking priests come out. And once again, you see here, Batman has been tricked, and in the recent years, there's only one entity that can really lay clues out before Batman to make him go the wrong way, and that is the Court of the Owls, which was a storyline a couple years back that I really, really enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. If you can go check it out, go pick up the trade paperback, go check it out. And lo and behold, they've been doing this all along to set Batman up to find that last medal and to touch himself with it, which will open the doorway. And they got him. So, if history teaches us anything, if you remember Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they used the Ark of the Covenant to talk to God, or, let's see, Hellboy, or AVX, where they summoned the Phoenix Force. Anytime you summon something, anytime humans summon something through a magical ritual, it never goes well. I don't know why these guys would think. You think they would have seen all this stuff. It never goes well. Something always jumps out of the portal and shreds your face. So, back to the story. I digress. Back to the story. Batman disappears, and something's coming through. These guys are getting all, their nipples are getting all hard about that. And surprise, surprise, something's jumping out to eat your face. And it's like these little nightmare versions of Batman's Robins throughout the years. and he just shreds it. And you're starting to get, it's happened. This is the kickoff of the event. This is the real deal stuff. Everything else was just pregame. Through the portal, you get all these dark versions of Batman, I guess, crossed with the Justice League. This weird S&M Dungeon Master Batman with his weird little Robins. Once again, these guys come out. I don't know much about them. I don't know much about what's going on here. But I'm on this roller coaster ride. Let's go, man. So you got Batman out of the picture. And now you have Wonder Woman and Superman apparently out of the picture as well. So Earth is pretty screwed right now. So we'll see where this goes. I guess they're putting these out every 2 weeks. So I guess we got another week and a half before I can do number 3. It's fun. It's been fun so far. It hasn't totally put me off with the disjointed storytelling. There's really cool variant copies. Go out and get this. This is a buy. You know what? In this day and age of comics, support good comics. Go out and buy good comics. That's all I can say. Just ask around, read some reviews, find some people you trust, and buy good comic, because there's a lot of junk out there. Thanks for watching. I'm Nerdicane. Hit that bell, like and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see. If you want to see anything else, if there's any series out there you want to see me do a quick review on, let me know in the comments. I try to comment back with everybody. I'm trying to cultivate a kind of a fan base here. Maybe make a little bit of money off advertising. I want to make money off advertising. I'm never going to do a Patreon or a GoFundMe. I really don't believe in crowdfunding. I don't like it. So I would rather take the sponsors, the advertisers' money than ask for yours. So that's pretty much my philosophy on that going forward. So if you ever see somebody with my name asking you for money, it's not me. All right? You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.